All right. Hello again, and welcome to this week's edition of the Classroom. I am blessed here this week again to be here with the Miss O'Malley. How you doing, Mama?
Oh, doing okay.
Right, yeah, right on. I'm 3 days away from being another spin older, or 4 days away from being another spin older. And yeah, I don't like it. Old is bad. I don't like old. Anyway,
This isn't what we pictured it to be.
not at all.
I want a
Not at all.
refund.
I'm
Worst
done with
hood
this whole
ever
adulting.
in worst
Oh
Bay
man,
Area. So
you
I
know,
mean,
you
I'm from
know.
Bay, so like adulthood is the worst hood ever. But
Yeah,
it is what it is.
we do what we need to do, right? Well, we all know that the NFL, like just like God and taxes, is reliable as clockwork to be there every Sunday. Well, 17 Sundays now out of every year.
I was like, what dumb shit did they do now? Because you can always count on them to do some dumb shit.
Oh no! We're just gonna talk a little week 10 action. We opened up with San Francisco bouncing back. Yes, sorry, my dog goes berserk whenever somebody knocks on the door. But let me see. We started out with San Francisco going berserk over Arizona. Like I think they were up 19-7 before Arizona even knew really what was going on. Uh, Eddie Pinheiro hits a 60-yarder at halftime to make it 25-22, and they just rolled from there. Brock Purdy looked good in his return uh, from uh, from his toe injury, from the 6-week vacation for a toe injury, and uh, and yeah, Christian McCaffrey was Christian McCaffrey. George Kittle doing his thing. Ricky Pearsall was back, but I think he only had like 2 or 3 catches. So overall, I thought they looked pretty good. Now, if they can just get the defense to play consistent, I think that they could be looking at a good season. 7-4 ain't bad, considering all the injuries they've had. What's your thoughts?
No, I mean, it's kind of fortunate that his first game back and they play Arizona. I mean, it's not like
They
it,
don't make the schedule, like
no.
I know.
I'm saying, and who knew when the schedule was made what
Right.
would this was going to look like?
Wasn't
But
sure. That's right.
and that's no disrespect. I mean, maybe some shade on Arizona, but that was actually no disrespect to the Niners. That's like if you're coming back on a game and football players don't have a G League or
Yeah,
a triple
yeah,
A team to go rehab with. So when they come back,
yeah.
right?
You got to be
So
ready
I
to go
mean
full
this is
speed.
like
Yeah,
having a scrimmage.
very much so. Compared to if it was like the Eagles or the Lions or somebody
Right.
like that. The
Anyone but Arizona at this point.
there's, I'll say it like this: with all that's gone on with the 49ers this year, I'll take 74 at this point in the season. Uh, you know, it's now the other two teams that actually currently sit on top of the NFC West went at it today. And one of them took a loss and is one win closer to San Francisco, and one put a game between themselves and the other one. And pretty much as expected from my perspective, the Rams cleaned up and won 21-19. It wasn't a pretty win, but it was a win, dropping Seattle to 7-3 and lifting the Rams to 8-2. Uh, I'm still trying to figure that. How is San Francisco 7-4, but yet the other two teams they've played 11 games, and the other teams in their division have only played 10. Aren't it doesn't the whole
Somebody
big?
because somebody has or hasn't had their second bye yet.
Yeah, but I'm saying don't when it comes to the bye weeks, don't the division normally all take the bye week off at the same time?
I don't think so.
No, okay, I might be tripping, but like I'm like,
No.
how are the Niners 7-4 in both the Rams and Seahawks
I
are
I just think it has to do with where their buys fell.
okay?
I don't know.
I don't. Yeah, I can make the schedule.
Fucking, I don't know their nonsense.
But old man Stafford out there doing big things in LA, looking at probably leading this team to another, depending on what happens later on in the season. Because I think they're done with the 49ers for the season. So San Francisco they went 1-1 against San Francisco. I think San Francisco had this game against Arizona, and then they have Seattle at the end of the season. That one I'm looking forward to because that's when they have that's when they're going to have the rivalry jerseys that they're going to specialty jerseys that Seattle and them are going to be wearing to signify the rivalry between those two. It's still nowhere near what it was when it was Legion of Boom versus Harbaugh versus Kaepernick in that offense. Like that was the peak of that Seattle Niners rivalry.
Well,
it's still,
with Richard Sherman eating a turkey leg on the 50-yard line, like that, that was the rivalry.
Yeah. I remember saying on that week's West Coast Bias, like, I do not like Richard Sherman. I will never like him until he started wearing scarlet and gold. And then, I kind of grew an affinity for him when he was doing it for us. Like, I went through the same thing with Deion Sanders. Whenever we faced Atlanta, I hated Deion Sanders because he was one of the rare people that could hang with Jerry Rice. One of the rare DBs in the league that could hang with Jerry Rice. And I hated him. I hated him even more when he left because of who he went to. But those 2 years or that year that he played in San Francisco, I was a Deion fan. I was definitely. That just showed you how much respect I had for his game. Kind of like Matthew Stafford. I hate facing Stafford when the Niners do because Stafford's either going to throw for 7 touchdowns or he's going to throw for 3 touchdowns and 4 picks. Like, there is no in between with him. At least not against the 49ers. And then in a surprising, and I mean surprising, outcome, not by record, but just by history. But like you say, this ain't history. The Denver Broncos are 9-2 after beating the Kansas City Chiefs 22-19.
It's really not KC's year, is it?
I want everybody that had Denver leading the AFC East after 11 weeks to put their hands up. No.
I mean, I'm feeling the same way about New England.
Yeah.
Like, and to be quite honest, I'll be honest, I have not been paying as close attention to football all the way around. Certain teams here and there, some records. I actually didn't realize that New England was doing as well as they were doing this year until I watched part of the game. And not because of who they beat on Thursday, but because, like, I didn't even realize that was their record at this point.
Want to say they're 9-2?
Yeah. Yeah, I believe they went to 9-2 after Thursday.
Again, if you had the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots as the top teams in the AFC going 11 weeks into the season, I need to talk to you because there's a lotto out there I need to win. Because
someone in Georgia already won it.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, but no, actually the Mega Millions are still up to 570. So I can with that.
I mean,
it's worth buying a ticket.
I'd take $3 million. I'd be happy with $3 million. I mean, $3 million isn't quit my job over it, but $3 million is shit. Give me $10,000 and I'm happy. I mean,
I've always said
I'm not greedy.
I've always said 150,000 would be a nice life reset. Anything more than 2 million would just be generational money because there wouldn't be much I'd be able to do with it.
Okay. So maybe add in an extra chunk just for money to pay off student loans because I don't want my other money touched by it. Right. Because I'm going to buy a house before I pay off my student loans. Sorry.
Hey, I feel you. But yeah, so like I said, Chiefs, here's the thing about it. If this was the Chiefs team from 3 years ago when they had all them injuries at the beginning of the season, and kind of like the 49ers. fools was just dropping like flies, and they started out like 5-4, 6-4, or 6-5, something like that, and then they put the pedal to the metal towards the end of the season and through the playoffs. I just don't see that with this team. They're too inconsistent.
Mm-mm.
Like I don't think this is the team that all of a sudden come playoff time is going to be rolling and make it to another Super Bowl. I just don't.
I feel like something's going on there. I feel like they all need couples therapy or something.
You know, they said Taylor could be beating on Travis Kelce. You know, win.
I mean, you know damn well. Although I don't think they don't. The KC fans don't appear to be quite as ridiculous as the Dallas fans were with Jessica Simpson. But like, I mean, it's not a good look because that's the first place people go is Travis. You got engaged, and now look what's happening.
I have to say it like this. Look, this downfall started last year in the Super Bowl. And we watched it happen in real time. You know, this is just a continuation of that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You know, because everybody, So it's
just like weird to see. Not, I think they're falling into a rebuild.
Yeah. I think this is one of those ones.
Not sorry, because I don't give a fuck whether or not I like the Raiders anymore, anyways. But this is deep in me. Okay, I hate the Chiefs. I hate the Broncos. I hate the Chargers. I hate the Niners. I hate the Steelers. Like, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you.
I will say this. I get where you're coming from. There's certain teams that are on my list as a Niners fan, like the Cowboys, the Packers, like just fuck both of them. Like they can the Rams, like but anyway, I will say this. Patrick Mahomes, I just don't see you working any magic this year. But hey man, it was a great run while it lasted. Like, what was it, 4 straight Super Bowls, 5 out of 6?
You know what?
It was a great run while it lasted.
You know what it is? He cut his hair.
Samson? What you doing, Samson?
Fucked up everything. He cut his hair, got a bacchiotomy. Like, I mean...
I bet you it was Brittany's idea, too. No.
Right.
No, it was the brother's idea. It was the brother's idea.
Fucking don't listen to freaking advice from either one of those fucking weirdos.
All right, and early this morning, you know, if you were just up for no reason and wanted something to watch, the Washington Commanders lost their 6 straight to the Miami Dolphins, who surprisingly won their 3rd straight. Like, where the hell that come from? But the Commanders are just
dumb at this point.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, my husband's like, whatever. We're doing what we should be doing at this point. What's the point in winning any games right now? Like, that would be dumb. He's take the hit. Fucking get your draft picks. He said, can we get a defense that's not elderly, and then just look forward to next year? Concentrate on filling in the defense with some younger players. And I'm sorry, but Deebo Samuel gotta go. You gotta go.
He ain't even been there a full year.
It doesn't matter. He gotta go.
He led the team in yardage, though.
He's gotta go. He's got to go. He's not. It's just saying that he led the team in yardage really isn't setting the bar very high there. So
hey, that's what you want your number 2 receiver to do, right?
No, not that. No.
Oh man, yeah. Well, no, I don't like. I know what it's like to be the Commanders. The Niners have gone through those ebb and flows recently with the team where
but they've been going through it for a lot longer.
Yeah. Well, what? They were last in the Super Bowl with Doug Williams?
100 years ago.
as the other name
Okay.
before they changed to the Commanders.
Yeah, we're not the name that we shall not mention. Oh, I
Yeah.
got told the other day that I wasn't allowed in that argument because I was too white.
Uh-uh.
I'm like,
Oh, hell no.
okay, so the fact that my grandfather was full-blood Choctaw Indian has no
No,
bearing
nope,
on
none,
any of
none.
that.
Doesn't. Nope.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense because my grandfather was actually interned at the Indian residential school that turned into the university that you went to, and you're not actually even native. But who doesn't have an argument here?
Oh,
I will
man.
never. Okay, fine, whatever.
Gatekeepers crack me up.
Well,
Gatekeepers always crack
and
me up.
okay, like if we were talking about black culture, absolutely, I would have shut up and sit my ass down. Okay, but
I would say
sir,
that
you're
it's not even.
also not native. So how are you telling me, someone who actually has native blood, just because I get it? I am white presenting, folks. I
Yeah.
understand that. Okay, I know that that comes with an amount of privilege. I get it, but
Right.
like, do I have to pull out the pedigree? Because like the
Well,
things
I
that
think.
happened to my grandfather have actually like impact us today still. That's
Well,
where
and
that bothers me.
here's the thing about it. When and this doesn't just go for white people, Asian, black, Asian, Mexicans. So when you're trying to tell another person about their culture, that's where you overstep a line. If you were to speak on hip hop culture, that you, doesn't hip hop is not unique. It is unique in the sense that it was created within the black community, but it's not unique to only the black experience. So anybody can relate to hip hop. Okay,
Well, the
like
argument here started because somebody was trying to say that the name wasn't racist. And I said it absolutely is. And I told this person in particular they were conflating two completely different things and trying to make them similar, which they were not. Okay. And then I got told that I'm not allowed in the discussion on whether their prior name was a racial slur. And I walked away at that point because to me, I wasn't going to use my argument, but somebody telling someone when that is their background, that is their culture, regardless of what they look like, that's not a racial slur would be like someone else telling someone else that something that very much
is not.
isn't.
And
So
like
just
I said,
because you're not affected by it doesn't actually mean that it isn't harmful.
everybody is allowed to have an opinion. Not everybody should speak their opinion.
Exactly.
But
But their
we'll say,
team is
all right,
still, doing.
yeah,
Sorry, we got off on a tangent there,
yeah,
but yeah, they're not doing well, but also like the Niners, they've had some real key injuries all the
oh
way
yeah,
down the board. So, at this point, like we need a good defensive end or a good defensive back in the draft. So, hey, just
well, like I said, if you're not gonna win, if you're not gonna go to the playoffs and compete for the championship, then well, I'll say then you might as well be a top 5 pick or so and
yeah.
get better and add to what you
Yes.
already got.
Yes. Because
So, all
what are you
right,
playing for? Who's the best mediocre team right now? Like, it's stupid. Fucking just ask Antonio Pierce. That's why he got fired.
all right. So, the final game we'll discuss is currently going on, and it's surprising me because the score is 3-0, and the Eagles are currently up. I've always looked at that Lions offense as one that was just too hard to stop. But then when you think about the amount of speed that the Eagles have on the field at any given time when it comes to defense, they can be the one team that's a foil to what the Lions do. What are your thoughts?
I mean, should make out to be a good game. I mean, 3-0. There was a game what game was it the other day that was like scoreless for the good majority of the game? It was like a purely defensive game. It felt like it.
Was that the Thursday night game?
It may have been. It may have been the
no,
Thursday.
No.
Was it Monday?
Was it last week on Monday? I think it was.
Was it Monday?
I think it was Green Bay.
All
yeah,
I know
it was Green Bay and fucking what was it? Yeah, the Packers and the Eagles. It was 0-0 going into the third quarter.
Yeah.
And then 3-0 at the end of the fourth.
Yeah. That was some weird shit.
Like, I don't know if that was just defense, sloppy play, or a combination of both.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that as an insult to anybody. I'm dead serious. Like, I don't know which one it was. Like, it very easily could have just been sloppy play. You know?
That's true.
But New England pulled out not New England. They pulled the Eagles pulled out the victory and got to 7-2 where they sit now. But I don't know. Like I said, I would love to see the Lions beat them, but who knows? Who knows? I think both Philly and Detroit are going to end up being in that conversation come the end of the year in that top 6, top 7 conversation. And I think the Eagles are pretty much going to run away with the division. They're going to beat the snot out of Dallas next week, and that's going to be it. They're going to be coasting their way to the mid-season. Well, so let me see. Where's it at?
Golden State just beat New Orleans.
Yep.
Some fucking stupid ass New Orleans fan tried to get all up in Draymond's face.
Oh my God.
I swear people be doing that shit on purpose just to try to get him.
Antagonize him into doing something stupid.
Yep. But apparently the fan was given a warning.
Good. I think they need, when fans cross a line, even if it is just verbally, with the players, like jaw jacking is one thing. But when they cross a line, they start making threats. It should be an instant ban.
Or when they step up and go like that to a player, like, I mean, because if we're on the streets, I'm knocking your ass out. Like, you want to step to me like that? You're trying to instigate me to do something. You want a payday right now. You want humiliation. It's stupid, and I don't think it's right because, like, you're also trying to get him penalized instead of
you.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get to that after the break. We're gonna take our first and only break of the night. It'll be about 5 minutes, and then we will be back with more Classroom here on First GenXers Twitch and WKKW Network YouTube. Peace.
We back at it. Yep, we still doing it. Poetic beat. First GenXers. Gia. Let's get it, y'all. Come on. We back in the building. It's been a long time cooking in the soup kitchen. And I'm chilling with the same. Dropping these beats won't stop, nope, I can't. Let me get up in the lab, turn it up. Game on with the first GenXers. What's up? Let's flip on the Switch or the Xbox and
get up in my zone, I'm clowning.
Let me clear my throat for a minute. Shout out to my folks while I'm in it. It ain't nothing but love, it's babe business.
I really don't know what's so who ain't feeling this.
And this is only the beginning. Now versus then, this is something for the chillin'. Poetic got the joints like McDonald's. I'm loving it.
It's the first GenXers.
We're now rocking with Poetic Beats. This is the first GenXers production. Get your PlayStations out. Get your Xbox out. Get your Switch out. Let's get it in, y'all. Holla back.
Can't see.
Tide is high, but I'm moving on.
1, 2, Princess
got to keep it. Keep it. You got to keep it lovely. You got to keep it. Keep it. You got to keep it lovely.
Success comes right after the struggle. I ain't even giving up on whatever I wanted. The tragedies I've seen, I can't even stomach. Most of y'all weak as shit and would've started running. Every time I make it back to the crib, I'm thankful the Most High let me see all of it. Grateful I'm lovely, and I'm being real with this. Please don't judge me, I'ma stay on my shit. I'ma keep a grind mode button, push it, make it do something. No balls for me, cause I'm a loose cannon. I get to choose camera, switch it up, look up a new banner. Keep smoking on that banner.
They say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But the definition of beauty is distorted. Yeah, come on. Searching for yourself, so insecure about the way you look, so you go to Miami. You can't find the love within yourself.
I know. I always forget to unmute. All right, y'all. So this week after the break, we're going to go on ahead and catch up on some of the top stories in the NBA this week. I believe it's week 4. NBA probably got to update the banner. But needless to say, we've got LeBron looking like he's going to be coming back here. Got the full practice. Gets the full practice with the Lakers this week. Last week, speaking of G League, he was sent down to the G League to go practice with the Lakers G League team to get back into basketball.
Just stay gone. Just stay gone.
The team's doing pretty decent without you. What are they like?
8-4? Yeah. Just stay gone.
Only team to really blow him off the floor is the Thunder, and well, I think the Thunder would have blown him off the floor with LeBron there. So it doesn't really matter. But all these people bragging about how DeAndre Ayton and Luka and everybody is playing. They're like, look, and then we're going to get LeBron back too. Understand that the way LeBron plays is going to alter the way that every single
absolutely it will be very different.
I would be highly surprised if their productivity stays the same even after LeBron comes back.
Oh yeah,
Austin Reeves going to go back to 14 a game. DeAndre Ayton's going to go back to being like a 7 and 8 guy. Like,
yep.
They're playing the way they're playing because LeBron's not on the floor, and so they need people that can fill in that space. And they got themselves some dogs who could. But in general, like I said, I don't know. It's not a matter of how I feel about LeBron. It's a matter of logistics. Just the way LeBron plays the basketball. I don't think it's going to meld well with that team.
It's not going to, especially because you have these players who are getting a taste of what it's like to not have to play around him, for him, through him, like where they can just play.
Play free, yep. And hey, I'll give JJ Redick the same credit that I gave Phil Jackson in his first year with the Bulls. You're doing a great job of managing personalities, friend. Don't know how much actual. I'm not saying you don't know basketball, JJ Redick. I watched you on First Take for years. You know basketball, but I think when you have a certain amount,
basketball and being a coach are two different things. Just ask
but
Doug Christie.
but I was gonna say but having that much talent on your team makes it a little bit easier to coach. I'm sorry, it does. I'm not saying it's the difference between not coaching at all and coaching, but there's team that guy out in Portland. He's actually got to put in some work to make them that good. Like they're a great semblance of talent, but he's got to put in some work to make them that good.
And I agree really with. I mean, I'm gonna take it a step further on what you said, but it is what you said. Is that his biggest job is absolutely navigating all of those big personalities.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And that's it. If you can get them to navigate each other,
he's not really coaching the team.
I think there is some coaching that goes into that. I just don't think it's like the same type of coaching that goes into coaching a team during the regular season and an NBA season. I think it's a different type of, I think there's some coaching that goes into it. But all right, so like I said, Lakers doing all right, could be sitting in one of those top 4 spots come the end of the season with LeBron there, but we'll see. All right, so we'll move on to the NBA Cup 2025 this year. Give an update. We got Group A in the East. Toronto's 2-0. Go ahead. Group B in the East sees Detroit and Orlando at 2-0. 2 young guns that I think are going to make the East. I think Halliburton needs to get his ass back because this is going to be some good battles with teams like those. You got the Milwaukee Bucks leading Group C at 2-0, followed by the Chicago Bulls. In the West, you got Group A being led by Minnesota with 2 wins, Oklahoma City with 1. Group B being led by the Lakers with 2 wins and the Clippers with 2 wins. And then Group C, which is considered the group of death, that consists of the Denver Nuggets, the Houston Rockets, the San Antonio Spurs, the Portland Trailblazers, and the Golden State Warriors, sees all 5 teams at 1-1. And it's the only division that's like that. Every other division, the top team is 2-0.
Well, yeah, because every other division doesn't have all of those teams in it.
So as it stands right now, you get 3 locks from each conference, and then you get I believe it's 2 wild cards. So the top 3 in each conference is Detroit, Toronto, Milwaukee for the East, Minnesota, the Lakers, and the Nuggets for the West, and then the Warriors sit at number 11 in the West at 1-1. But not the Mavericks, the Pelicans, the Kings, and the Jazz have all gone winless so far in the tournament.
Well, I mean, the Kings aren't doing so hot in general.
Yeah, that's like, wow. Like, I expected better out of them. I genuinely did. Like, Westbrook, Zach LaVine, fucking DeMar DeRozan, Sabonis Sabonis, like Malik Monk, y'all got a squad over there. What is going on? Is that Doug Christie? But didn't Doug Christie just get arrested? So he ain't the one really coaching the team right now, right? Did
he?
No, it wasn't Doug Christie. It was Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups. My bad.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a second. No, and I think this is one of those cases, and I said this before. I said this last season. I said this when he became interim coach, that I question his head coach abilities. Wow. I think he's a good assistant coach. I do. And it's nothing really against him. It's not. I think because, you know, he does have the player aspect to it. I get that. I just don't think he's got the personality to be a head coach.
I
I
see.
don't.
He
Just
seems a little
something
not
there
necessarily
seems
soft, but
weird.
too nice. Too
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, it just there is yeah.
Right.
It doesn't it feels more like he's one of us than
Right.
he's the coach. And
Right.
that's important to a degree, but like there's a whole other degree, especially when you've got the talent on your squad that you've got right now. Like, yeah.
Yeah. And they currently sit at 3-11, having
Yeah.
lost 6 straight.
They're
Yeah.
what, like second to last, I think?
Yeah. They're but Doug McDermott, that's Precious Oshawa, Dario Saric, Zach Levine, DeMar DeRozan, Devonis Sabonis, Keegan Murray, Dennis Schroeder, like Russell Westbrook. Like, why isn't this team winning? Like, I don't get it. I don't
That
get
sounds like a coach that might not be quite as good with personality management.
it. Unlike JJ Redick, huh?
Right.
Yeah. I
But in
don't know.
JJ Redick's case, that's because he doesn't really have to coach, because like he's a coach in name and position only, because we know who's actually coaching that team. Why do you think JJ got the
1-891.
job? I know you guys aren't that dumb. Come on.
Speaking of, let's speak of real quick. What are
And
your
yeah,
thoughts
I'm a
on?
hater. It doesn't make it any less true.
Well, let's say, what are your thoughts on Michael Jordan joining the LeBron's podcast? Like, not as a permanent member, but doing a spot or doing an interview for LeBron's podcast.
I would be interested to see that.
Yeah, me too.
I would be interested to like not just hear it, but see it.
Like
I
on
want to see
YouTube.
how visibly uncomfortable LeBron gets.
I think that a lot of it. I think you'll see a lot of daggers from LeBron to Jordan in the sense of like, I don't think he's going to try to embarrass him. I don't think LeBron's that stupid. I think if he had him on there and he treated him with anything other than deference and respect, I think it would make LeBron look like a fool. It would make LeBron look super petty. Yes, I know, but I'm just saying in the eyes of the people who idolize him, you know, you see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I mean, because here's even the difference in greats like Kobe.
Yeah.
Right. It's all well and good to want to be the best. I get that, right? But you do still have to recognize that there is a greatest of all time that is not you. Like you're not even in my top 5, but that's a whole other thing. Cuz I mean, even Kobe was able to answer the question saying that he's the best, but also saying that Jordan is the best at the same time. Right. Because Kobe always said, I'm never going to say it's anyone but me.
Yeah.
But he also very much and very loudly said, there wouldn't have been a Kobe without a Jordan. Period. And I'm sorry, but if anyone knows that, that should be LeBron. LeBron, whose number have you been wearing forever?
And a day.
So, you know, it would behoove him to play nice. It would.
I think there's respect.
I don't know. I do too, but sometimes I don't think he can help himself.
Could be.
His ego gets the better of him.
I hope for
before anybody comes after me, especially if you're new here, right? I'm speaking about LeBron, the basketball player, not LeBron, the human being. We know he's a decent human being. He's a great dad, a great man, all of that stuff. Although we all do agree that he made some questionable parenting decisions in pushing
Yeah.
Bronny to the league. But other than that, you know, this is all just basketball. This is how he tends to treat. Look at how he treats the press when he's had a bad game or they've asked him a question that rubs him the wrong way. Look at Curry when the same thing happens. That's the difference. That's the how you treat people who you see as inferior to you is a huge thing. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see if it really happens, but it is something that I would be interested in seeing. Like, I don't just want to hear this. You know what I would like to see? I'd like to see both of them go on, what is it, the Up in Smoke podcast or whatever fucking Matt Barnes's podcast is. Go, both of them go on there. It's a more neutral, because that's the other thing. This is LeBron's podcast. I'd like to see him do it on a more neutral platform.
Well, it maybe this is all we get, or if it's a really good thing, you never know. You never know. Well, it's like, all right. So we're gonna move forward a little bit. Wanted to get your thoughts on this. Mavs have decided to release and let go of Nico Harrison, claiming I don't even know what they claim. I just know everybody on the internet is claiming it's because of the even Dirk Nowitzki is claiming it's because of the Luka trade. But I'm like, that trade would not have had as bad of an impact had Kyrie and Anthony Davis stayed healthy with the roster that they. Like, you cannot sit here and tell me that
My
that
husband
wouldn't have been
saying
in the
that my husband's been saying the same thing, and he was really upset because he wanted to see, you know, them go to the Mavs and all of them play together and show that like the Mavs actually had made a sound business decision.
Yes.
I think that this is bullshit because especially the part where I mean I imagine that everybody's thinking that it's the Luka trade, but I also don't think that the Luka trade, y'all are dumb if you think the Luka trade was solely on Nico Harrison.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like if you think that he made that decision all on his own, like I would not be surprised if his hand was forced into making that decision because there's some more nefarious background here that team is trying to move to Las Vegas and they're trying to alienate all of the Mavericks fans in the process.
You shouldn't do that. You should never alienate the fans that made you billions.
Yeah, look what happened to the Raiders.
I'll say, but I don't think we need. Well, we already got WNBA basketball and NFL and baseball in Vegas. Why not NBA?
Well, baseball hasn't quite made it there yet. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, that
They'll eventually. Yeah.
stadium that is being built or what have you. I don't know. I think it's. I'm not surprised. I think he's the fall guy. I think there's this thought or feeling that they had to do something, but like, you still have Kyrie is out. You've got players down. Like,
Let them all get healthy and see. It's kind of like when they fire a coach after the coach has had like a year where like half the team was on the injured list, and they fire him like that. Like, bro, that wasn't your major issue. Like maybe fire your training staff before you fire your head coach.
I also feel like I'm head scratching just the way we were like at the end of the season last year, right? Where two teams coaches who were like playoff bound were fired. Here I'm like we're in November. Like it's been not even a month since the start of the season and you're firing him right now. I feel like there's more going on or there's more that we don't know about. I feel like some of that, I think he may be the fall guy for some other stuff. And it could just very well be that, like, he's not the direction that they're headed into Las Vegas. So, I mean, who knows?
Yep.
And they won't care anymore if Dallas fans like them or don't like them because they don't want to be in Dallas. Their ownership is in Las Vegas.
Oh, really now?
Yeah. After selling the majority, or after Mark Cuban sold his majority stake, yeah, they're some group out of Vegas. So who knows? I don't know.
It's. I hope not. Like I said, I would if you're gonna get a team, give a team to Vegas. Hey, what's up, Wood? Nice to see you back in the comment section. Well, say I would rather they just give Vegas a brand new team, like with the Aces. Like give them a team that's not an old NBA team that moved there. You already got an NFL franchise that moved there, MLB.
I mean, if you're gonna do that, then completely rebrand them.
Right.
Take them by the franchise only, but like completely reorg the whole entire damn thing. They're not even the Mavericks anymore.
A lot of Cleveland Browns becoming the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah. So, because I'm telling you, that's part of what's not working for the Raiders, and it's what's not going to work for the A's.
Yeah. It's trying to be the same team. But all right, Nico Harrison, I'm pretty sure somebody will pick you up. You seem like a pretty GM.
Bye. Hopefully you got paid, sir.
Yep. Also this week, Steph Curry tied Michael Jordan.
Free agent.
Yeah, and they said he's signing with Jordan Brand. Is what I heard.
Okay,
is that false report?
I've heard that they've had talks, but I've heard that he's also talked about going out independently. What I've heard about talks with Jordan Brand is it would be Jordan Brand, but it would be like Curry's own, like
kind of like what Jordan Brand is to Nike.
Yeah. Kind of like that. So, but it was actually really awesome. He wore Kobe's that night for his first night. That was respect, not LeBron's. He didn't wear LeBron sneakers. He wore Kobe's, folks. But yes, history. Back to the made history.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Yes, no, he tied Michael Jordan for most 40-point games after your 30th birthday with 44. He could surpass him at any point during this season with one more 40-point game. And it's early enough in the season. We know Steph is going to have multiple 40-point games.
Guess who's not in that top? Guess who's not? Guess who's played even more games past his 30th birthday, past his 35th birthday? Guess who that is? But still isn't in that conversation. That's interesting.
I guess he doesn't hold every record.
No, and that's really interesting if you look at it, right? Because we always talk about the discussion with Jordan and with LeBron, right? And about how, LeBron has played way more games, all of that. But here is a statistic that they both could have gone, like, where LeBron still has over him because of where he's at now in age, but still didn't manage. Like, he's still playing. Jordan that record has been his since, he said it.
Yeah. And here's my you've heard me say this a billion times. My cutoff was year 15. Any new player coming into the league that I think might be the next Michael Jordan, you have 15 years. From the moment you were drafted, you have 15 years to match every accolade that Michael Jordan. I don't care about difficulty level. Miss me with the harder competition argument. I don't care. You have 15 years to accomplish what Jordan accomplished. I believe I will see it at some point in my lifetime. I believe I will see somebody dominate and be with the team that's good enough to dominate the league the way that Michael Jordan did between 91 and 95, and then 95 and 98, and 91 and 94. Like, I believe we will see that again. So with that being said, Steph, bro, in a time that has been that people have tried to overshadow you and bury your greatness in darkness, and I'm not saying LeBron is evil. I'm saying in a time that people want to pay more attention to him and don't pay attention to and appreciate what you do, you still manage to shine through because this man is just killing it and still got a couple more years left in him. He might reach year 20. He's only at year 17. He might reach year 20 unless them ankles give out on him. Like, hopefully the doctors did good.
Right. And here's the other thing. I mean, I could see it happening only because, as we've seen with his play, he's not a selfish player and he doesn't mind taking a more backseat role. So I could see him play longer because he doesn't need to have that. I need all the minutes. I need all the play. I need all of this to still be on a team. He'd just be happy, like, hey, just whenever you want to put me in, I'll do my thing, kind of thing. So,
and yeah, he will take 26 shots in a game and put up 40, but that's not his goal when he goes out there. Like, he's just trying to play within the flow of the offense, get his shots off where he can. And the Warriors put together a hell of a roster for being one of the slowest teams to make moves in free agency. They put together a hell of a roster.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, because we are all out here going, "What in the actual fuck?" Like, it is free agency. There is stuff. What are we doing?
Yeah,
because it felt like nothing. And here we also go, Kuminga, freaking benched again.
Was he benched or is he hurt?
My understanding was he was benched.
Wow. Well, he's got to.
I mean, the thing is like, he's been given some of these opportunities and he is not making good on them, and he doesn't. And so if you're not out there like doing it when they give you the opportunity, and you don't play well when everybody else is on the court, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. Like, and you were being put out there with, like I said, he was playing at 4 with Draymond, Jimmy, and Steph. Oh yeah, and that's another thing to remember for everybody about the Warriors right now is that they still haven't gotten back DeAnthony Melton. Like, they're still bringing him along slowly from an ACL injury. So that defense that's already playing decently is only going to get better because he's like that Patrick Beverly, like Lou Williams, like that type of defensive, that small guy defensive stopper. The Warriors are going to get better and dangerous. They're rolling now. But let's talk real quick. Did you get to see the San Antonio game, the last one, the Cup game, when they beat them 109-108?
I watched the very end of it, yes.
All right. There was a highlight in there when Wemby dunks over Draymond Green and like starts getting in his face, right? And and they go back and forth.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about it. I saw it popped up in multiple basketball groups on it. And I'm like, why are we so impressed with this? The dude's 7'4" with arms as long as a fucking giraffe's neck. Of course he's going to be able to dunk on Draymond Green. All he has to do is put his hands up and he's already over the rim and just bring it down. Like, it's not that, like, if Spud Webb posted Draymond like that, then that's impressive. But really, we're really macking out over a 7'4" dude dunking on the 6'9" dude.
Draymond Green could sneeze and it would blow Wemby over. Give me a break.
I'm like, look,
he's a giant, but he's a very lanky, awkward looking.
Well, here's the thing. He reminds me of Sean Bradley, who was around the same height. The only difference is with Bradley is Bradley couldn't shoot 3-pointers that well as Wemby does. I will admit, when I'm watching both of those San Antonio games, Wemby's got a stroke when it comes to the 3-point game. For a guy that big, like
It's
that's scary.
really unnecessary for a guy that big.
but Wemby in general, like I'm just like I get it. Like he mean mug Draymond, but man, in reality, the dunk itself was not that impressive. It wasn't a poster. In order for it to be a poster,
mug Draymond in the middle of a game where if Draymond responds, he's getting kicked out of the game. Wow. Wait. Congratulations. The fuck?
We'll say the last NBA subject we'll touch on is the MVP race. Says as of now, Nikola Jokic is the from the Denver Nuggets is the leading candidate to win. What would it be? His third? Or
are they legitimately like not even a month into play and they're already talking about who the fucking MVP is? Can't. Just stop. That's some fucking ridiculous shit. Okay, so right now in November, I'm already talking about Shohei Ohtani is going to be a 3-peat next year for the baseball National League MVP. How about that? That's how ridiculous that sounds, except for there's actually more credible evidence to back up Shohei Ohtani being the MVP than some of the...
Yeah, I agree, but Jokic right now is averaging like what 28 a game, like 12 rebounds, and like
this is worse when they start talking about who the Heisman front runner is after the first game of the fucking season. Like, really? They just played a junior college. Yeah, they looked great.
Hey, watch it. If they don't do that shit, we don't have nothing to talk about.
My bad. Carry on with the ridiculousness because, like, I need something to rip to shreds because that just doesn't. That doesn't make no fucking sense.
I get it. It's
that's like talking about that's like, okay, which team is going to the championship right now?
You want to know what my favorite ranking of all time is every single year? And it comes out immediately after the national championship game. It's called the way too early college football standings. And I love it because it'll always have some random team that got hot and maybe won a good bowl. And it'll have them ranked like high. And it'll just be ridiculous.
Somebody who was just drafted like Ashton Genty.
Yeah.
Freaking this Boise State. How'd that work out for you guys? Fucking terribly.
It just cracks me up.
Is, but you know what cracks me up lately too, though, because and it was highlighted this week with the Steph and Jordan stats because I was reading these stats to my husband and I was like, who the fuck keeps track of this weird ass shit? Like,
there are literally people. There are literally people in the NBA
they're like stacking statistics that, oh my gosh, it's the first one to like, when did you actually like start paying attention to that? Because it is some of the most random, weirdest, stupid shit. Like,
this is the first day that a dude that ate a hot dog for lunch and came in thirsty, so drank a Gatorade right before the game and went out and scored 40 points. First time in NBA history, man.
Right.
We had a dude eat a hamburger, but never a hot dog.
Right.
Like, but no, it's just literally there are people.
Steph sat on the right side of the bus today instead of the left side of the bus, and we know, statistically speaking, 8 times out of 10, when he sits on the right side of the bus, then this is just you people are way too bored.
I'm telling you,
this is the nerd shit. This is the nerd shit.
There are people that are paid thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars a year by the NBA to keep track of this shit.
Okay, how do I get that job? Because that feels like the easiest, stupidest job ever. Like, call me.
Only thing for me would be like staring at numbers all day, every day like that.
I don't give a fuck. If you're going to pay that much money to compile ridiculous, meaningless, stupid stats in firsts and yeah, I'm okay with that. I hate math, but like that, I can do.
I can work with, yeah.
I got an A in statistics, by the way. So,
Did you? You're better than me. I love math, and I think I ended up with a C plus in statistics. I
Well,
barely
that's
passed the
because
class.
statistics made sense to me, especially like because with going through grad school and stuff like that, you actually do a lot of the things that you use statistics for, and so it made sense. It was tangible. Algebra, on the other hand, who the fuck put the alphabet with my numbers?
I know. And here's what's funny. I'm not quite as quick as I was with algebra when I was younger. But every algebra class I was in, including one that I took at Stanford over the summer, between my 8th year, I got A pluses. Like,
Yeah, no, I mean, I was the only 8th grader that went to like algebra 1 out of all my 8th grade class, but a lot of good that did me because they put me in a class with the teacher from Sweden and we couldn't even understand her English, let alone what the hell she was teaching.
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard
So
about stories like that.
that was horrible. Or my Spanish 2 teacher who was Chinese, that was an interesting one. So that was an interesting accent.
Yeah, yeah. Rolling them R's definitely.
Mount Diablo High School. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
I might actually be working in that school district next year.
Okay.
Well, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's say. All right. So that's gonna wrap it up for us on that lovely note. I hope you guys enjoyed us
NBA, call
rambling
me.
on. There you go. There you go.
I'll
NBA.
find some even
Actually,
more obscure statistics for you.
like on the day LeBron burned his tongue with hot chocolate, he
Right.
scores
Right.
17% less than the days when he
Right.
does.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All
Or
right.
his hairline started out 2 millimeters behind, and then after
When we
the
hit
end
the
of the
5
season,
millimeter critical
right,
mass.
right. And then by the time we reached to the playoffs, it's back to the like plus 0.5, like back down here. Like, I mean, we've seen his incredibly disappearing and reappearing hairline.
Real
Wow.
game.
Like,
It works. It
bro.
works miraculous.
Yeah. Well,
Miraculous
I think
things.
his hairline is just as embarrassed as the rest of us.
Running away, huh? Anyway.
Running away.
All right, Miss O'Malley, why don't you end us with our tradition?
Well, on that note, fuck LeBron.
There you go. There you go. Wood, thanks for joining us, and to everybody who joined us on Twitch, we appreciate you. We love you, and we'll see you next week. Join me Tuesday for some gaming streams, and then next Sunday for Cheap Pop and Classroom. Oh yeah, don't forget Saturdays for KD5P. We didn't go this week because my computer's a BITCH, but I got it fixed, and I'm ready. I'm going to be ready to go for next week. So, peace.
All right.